One thing I've never understood about the Tea Maker website is usually red is at the top and green is at the bottom, even though green is good. So I've decided to flip it round. Anyway, our categories are sultry, good but, maybe / it depends, only if you're a Tory, and literally traumatizing. The base game is actually terrible for family gameplay, but you kind of need it. If you just have the base game alone with no other packs, I will say it's literally traumatizing. Snowy Escape is a pack about sporty lifestyles. Now it comes with a lot of activities that you could do as a family, but I wouldn't really say that it's designed specifically for families. Although I will say the pack comes with some new features that facilitate family gameplay, like a new way of cooking. It comes with a kotatsu, like electric blanket thing that all your family can sit around in, and it comes with like house rules, like taking your shoes off. In that sense, it's indirectly, I would say, a cool pack for family gameplay, but it's not built specifically for it. So I'd say maybe / it depends. Kind of like with Snowy Escape, Cottage Living is very similar in that it's not built for family gameplay, but it can facilitate it very well. If you like the idea of owning your own family run farm and you can have the kids, do you know what I mean, like watering the plants and stuff, helping to look after the animals, in that sense, I would say it's a pretty cool pack, but again, it's not built specifically for it. So I would say maybe / it depends. The next expansion pack is City Living. City Living is not really built for kids because it's a young adult pack. City Living is about being an adult moving into the city as a young adult and exploring life. It's not really got anything to do with kids. From an unbiased perspective, it is literally traumatizing for family gameplay. Get Together is an interesting one because although it comes with really cool club activities, it's not necessarily designed for family. It's more about bringing people together from different households. It is also very similar to packs like The Sims 3 Late Night, for example, in that it's a pack for adults. It's a pack for adult activities like going clubbing and dancing. So from that perspective, I say literally traumatizing. The Cats and Dogs pack sounds like a good idea on paper for family gameplay because a pet is a really great addition to the family. The only problem is that pets can only really interact with adults and teens. That's because the Sims team didn't really bother to put any animations in for kids and toddlers specifically with pets, unfortunately. There is a little bit, but not much. But I understand a pet is an integral part of a household. I will say it's good, but I just want to emphasize that it doesn't really add anything to the family dynamics. The next expansion is Seasons. I would say this is pretty sultry for family gameplay, and that's because it adds a holidays and seasons system. Planning out certain holidays and events with the calendar as a family is obviously really, really great, but doing things, you know, like having an Easter egg hunt in your back garden is really, really fun to do as a family, and I definitely think, oh, especially Christmas. Oh my god, I love Christmas. So from that perspective, I would say it adds a lot to family gameplay. It also adds Scouts, which is fun for teens as well. The Get to Work pack is literally traumatizing. It is a pack for adults to go to work and nothing to do with family gameplay. The Get Famous pack, again, literally traumatizing, nothing to do with family gameplay at all. Island Living, I don't really know. I would say only if you're a Tory. It's really loosely got a little bit of family gameplay. You could go on a family vacation to the Island Living world. You can do family fun things like swimming together. You can go to the events there together, but I'm really trying hard to justify it. So yeah, only if you're a Tory. Discover University, literally traumatizing. It's literally a pack about being a young adult. Can I be any more obvious? Can I be any more obvious? The next one is Eco Lifestyle. Again, this pack about nothing to do with family, so I'd say literally traumatizing. It's a pack about looking after the environment, nothing involving kids or families. The next one is High School Years. Although it's a teen pack about teens, we have to remember this isn't a tier list about teens. It's a tier list about family gameplay. The thing about this pack is it doesn't actually include many family interactions outside the teen experience. It comes with some teen careers. It comes with the ability to go to school, but it doesn't come with the ability to have new interactions between family members. It's just like do you know what I mean? It's just a teen experience. Even then, the school experience for teens is not really that great. So even if you do want to switch up your family gameplay by focusing on the teens a bit more, it's not really that in-depth, and the pack is a little bit broken and lackluster and lazy. I apologize, High School Years, but you are literally traumatizing. Outdoor Retreat, very lackluster as it's one of the first game packs ever released, and all of the first in The Sims 4 are literally traumatizing. But I actually love the idea of going camping with my family in The Sims 4. I think it's a really fun idea, and I do think it adds a lot to family style gameplay in general. I wouldn't say the pack comes with that much stuff to do, unfortunately, so I will say it's good, but Spa Day, absolutely nothing to do do with family gameplay, literally traumatizing. Dine Out, I would say it's good, but the reason it's a pretty cool pack for family gameplay because you can go for family dinners at restaurants and things. It's just the pack doesn't really work that well, so it's good, but vampires, I'd say only if you're a Tory. I actually love the idea of having a vampire family. The thing is, all of the interactions are really only available for teen up, well, basically young adult and adult up. So because of that, it's got nothing to do with families. Parenthood is a family pack. I guess we're putting it in sultry. The reason why a lot of people don't like this pack, but the reason why I like it is because it takes from a new take, which is from the perspective of the parents. Granted, The Sims 4 is a young adult life simulator, which is a shame because they don't put enough emphasis on other life stages. But the thing I do like about Parenthood is that it looks at kids and teens, but from the perspective of the parent and trying to raise nice kids. And I think it's something that we've never really had before in The Sims. And I just think it's a really cool, unique feature. Jungle Adventures, I would say it's good, but it's kind of like Outdoor Retreat. I love the idea of going on a family trip to Salvadorada and going on a jungle adventure together, exploring tombs. It's like the perfect family holiday pack from that perspective. Strangeville is literally traumatizing. It only really works if you have a one sim household and it has to be an adult. So yeah, traumatizing. Star Wars pack, you are literally traumatizing. You deserve your own category underneath literally traumatizing. Realm of Magic contains no new gameplay for kids. It contains not really any gameplay for teens, so literally traumatizing. Dream Home Decorator, nothing to do with family gameplay. My Wedding Stories, I'd say it depends, and it very much heavily depends on how you want to play, because the whole wedding is a family event. You would invite your family to the wedding. It's about getting married, which is a family thing, but it's important to note that we can already do base game weddings in The Sims 4, and the My Wedding Stories pack is unfortunately very broken and glitchy. Even after the bug fixes, it still does not work. It is still a faulty product. Therefore, I will not say it's that great, and it depends on whether or not it works, and it isn't very reliable, which is why I say that. And also, it does look at it from the perspective of adults, because only adults can get married in The Sims 4, but I guess weddings are like a family event, but I'm just really trying to justify it, so it depends on how you see it. Werewolves, this might surprise you. I'm actually going to say it's good, but the thing about werewolves is, even though it's an occult pack and it doesn't come with that much gameplay for kids and teens, it's a pack about being in a family of wolves. Yes, it's not blood relatives, but guys, just because someone's your blood relative, that doesn't mean that they're a decent pet. Oh my god, it's getting so deep. But do you know what I mean? Like, family isn't just like who you're genetically related to. It can also relate to other things. And in this pack, it's about having like a pack of wolves, which is like a family of wolves. And I really, really like that they've taken this idea of relationships between the werewolves, because the pack is very much built on the concepts of relationships between the wolves and the different hierarchies of the packs. And I would say it's pretty cool from a family perspective, just not a suburban American vanilla family perspective. Stuff packs, there's a lot and they're very niche, so I'm going to chuck basically all of them into literally traumatizing, apart from a few that I think are good. Spooky Day, I would actually say, do you know what, I'd say it's pretty sultry. I love the idea of having a Halloween party. I think it's so much fun, even though it's not everybody's cup of tea. I love the way that the pack works. I think you can have a cool family Halloween party. I just think it works so well. Movie hangout stuff is, it depends, because it's not a pack specifically for kids, but it's something that implements, you know, having a family movie night, for example. So it just depends on your play style. Toddler stuff and kids room stuff, I would say, are good. But in fact, I probably put the toddler stuff in sultry, because we don't really have that much toddler stuff for The Sims, because we don't actually have that much toddler stuff for toddlers, unfortunately, and we really need it desperately, and this is the only pack that we have. For the kids room stuff, I would say it comes with quite a lot of nice stuff, but you don't necessarily need it. But in general, I will say they're good family gameplay. We got to get it where we can, guys. Bowling night stuff, not really. Bowling night stuff is, it depends, just like movie hangout stuff. Maybe you can have a family bowling day, but it's not really that in-depth. Laundry day stuff, I would say it's pretty sultry for family gameplay. One of the most fascinating and unique things about The Sims ever since The Sims 1 is it's not a traditional game and that you do things like shoot and kill people. It's a game where you get enjoyment out of doing mundane things like going to work and cleaning and doing laundry. I personally don't like laundry day stuff that much, but I know it's really cool for family gameplay, washing everybody's clothes. I find it kind of funny that laundry day was one of the most requested stuff packs for The Sims 4 ever, and it was actually re-release because of fan requests, but I still find it really hilarious that people love it. But yeah, I guess it's good for family gameplay. My First Pet stuff, I hate this pack, but I would say it's good, but just because it comes with a new pet feature, which I guess you can use. No, do you know what? It depends, because if you like the idea of kids looking after a hamster in a hamster cage, then yeah, but you know, it depends. In fact, who am I kidding? It's going in only if you're a Tory because it's capitalistic. I do not stand for the capitalism. Nifty knitting stuff is not specifically for family gameplay, so I'd say it's good, but, and the reason why is because it comes with new features for elders. Obviously any age can do knitting, but clearly this is a pack for elder sims, and we don't really have any gameplay for elders, so yeah, I think it's cool. Now we've got the kits. Bust the Dust. Now, do you know what? Bust the Dust, actually, I'm gonna say maybe it depends, because just like with laundry day stuff, people love doing chores in a family house, I guess, but the problem is the pack doesn't really work very well, and it's kind of dumb the way it was implemented, so I just say it depends from that perspective. All of the other kits are going in literally traumatizing, but Little Campus kit is actually going in sultry. The reason why I like this is it comes with gameplay for kids, and even though it doesn't come with brand new gameplay features, it contains objects for older packs and the base game that are basically just remeshed in a nicer way. I love the theme of going outdoors camping, so what you can do with this pack is you can basically camp out in your back garden. Do you know what I mean? You can have a family barbecue in the day on a hot summer's day, and then when it comes to evening, they can all camp out and sleep in the garden. I think it's a nice, cool gameplay feature for families, especially parents and kids together. For that, I will say it's actually quite sultry. Of course, we have the free holiday pack. I guess it's free, but it's got nothing to do with family gameplay, so it's literally traumatizing. I'm really curious if you guys disagree with this list. As you can see, the majority of things at the bottom, and that's because The Sims 4 is an adult life simulator, not a family life simulator, even though the majority of Sims want family gameplay. The Sims team have not realized that yet. Anyway, justice to The Sims 3 Generations. I love doing tier lists. I have a whole playlist of them here, so make sure you check out another one. See you in the next one.